Hello everybody, this is CLERGYMEN and welcome back to Might and Magic 6, and the hunt for the memory crystals continues. And we are going to be getting pretty much the easiest of them all crystals. And we're going to be doing that by traveling to the Hermit's Isle. Now the hardest part of this quest is actually getting there, however we do have the fly spell, so that makes it a piece of cake. And we're going to be doing that by traveling to Blackshire first and then traveling diagonally to Hermit's Isle. Travel in this game works by basically you can travel across the borders and you get to the bordering place, but you can also travel directly from the corners of one area and you'll get to the region that's diagonal to that one. And by using the fly spell you can do this really easily, because the fly spell doesn't let you actually travel, so you can locate the corner, then drop down to the floor and go to where you want to go. And as soon as we get into Hermit's Isle, we're actually going to cast the fly spell, because this place is full of lovely stuff such as hydras and titans, which will kill your ass dead. So we won't be meddling with these guys. But anyway, like I said, this is actually, in my opinion, the easiest dungeon of them all to get the memory crystal. So I'm not actually even going to be clearing it, because, well, it's filled with, well, you'll see. Surprise, surprise, it's the Supreme Temple of Ba. Now, who would have thought that they had something to do with it? And like I said, the Ba is a wonderful religion, as you can see by the adornments they have on their walls and around their arch. They have, like goat skulls and human skulls with glowing red eyes, which I think it's a sign that they are, kind-hearted and passionate about the work they have. They also have traps to, deter, thieves and bad people, because, what kind of Supreme Temple wouldn't have traps and floating skeleton animated arms in lava there and spikes on doors and things like that, because they're just so wonderful. I love them. But anyway, like I was saying before I went on to my mini rant here, is I'm actually not going to be clearing out this dungeon. And the reason is, well, this dungeon doesn't have any sort of difficult or rewarding mobs and doesn't really have that much in terms of loot as well. So what you want to do here, if you want to finish it really quickly, is make sure you have somebody that can use telekinesis. Let me just quick save right here, so I can sort of explain this. Oh yeah, so this is the second type of mob that's in here. So of course the clergy and devils, they go along really, really well, and it's no surprise that, this place actually has devils in them. So I'm gonna stop here just for a second so I can explain what I'm going to be doing. So I'm gonna run into the place where the crystal is. It's gonna be filled with devils, but I'm gonna cast telekinesis, hopefully soon enough that the line of sight won't get blocked by the mobs. So yeah. So if you want to finish it quickly, you basically only have to have a person that knows the telekinesis spell. Come on. Telekinesis. Of course my line of sight was blocked by the fireball. And there we go. Memory crystal. Bam. Whoa. And then town portal straight back into New Sorpical. And we're basically done with the next memory crystal. So this is the memory crystal alpha. And like I said, the reason why I never clear out that dungeon is because, well, I never actually got anything useful from that dungeon. I did get, an enchanted ring of fire magic once, but I don't know, it just seems like a hassle. Go ahead and clear it out if you want. I find this to be much easier and much better to do, because we have things to do. We have to go visit the hardest castle to do, the most annoying one, maybe not the longest one, the way I play it, because Well, I'm probably not going to be clearing out the last one again. But this time I'm not going to be clearing it out because it is... I think I've said this before, it is annoying, it is ugly, it is difficult, I don't want to be there, I just want to get it over with because it is annoying, it is ugly, it is difficult. And you'll see what I mean as soon as we get there. So the last castle is located in the family-friendly area of Mire of the Damned. And it's a castle filled with undead. Oh my god, I'm losing my energy as I explain it. So yeah, Castle Dartmoor is always the area that I'm least looking forward to when playing this game. However, unfortunately we will have to go there. So, Mire of the Damned, here we are again. Hopefully we don't get cursed too much. Now getting there I guess is kind of easy because it only has, you know, like specters and harpies and everything. Let me just show you where it is. This is actually Castle Dartmoor, so it's right next to the village. So you can actually go to the village and then just go onwards from there. And yeah, this is a side that I never want to see in this game. This is an ugly dungeon. I'm gonna cast my buffs for about 2 minutes of gameplay. Quick save as well. And this place is filled with ogres. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, oh, ogres, that's not bad. Well, the ogres aren't the only thing that's in this dungeon. And honestly, yeah, the ogres are nothing special, but... Hello, Licious. And I'm sure you guys remembered Licious when we were doing our quest for becoming archmages. They have the ability to basically debuff your characters. So, double damage versus demons. And I think the double damage basically doubles your value on the item, so this item is pretty much useless to me. But in between episodes, I think I got the Earth Magic Master. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cast Stone Skin as well because I want to conserve my. Ouch! Lovely. So I thought that there was something in this wall because it's, if you can see, highlighted in a light blue cyan sort of color. And when I pressed it, I got Toxic Blast in my face. So yeah, it's a lovely thing. Oh. Never change, Castle Dartmoor, please never change. Oh, and I think I forgot to cast my Lloyd's Beacon. Yeah, I did. So we're going to be doing both crystals this episode. And what I like to do is I like to clear the beginning area of this lovely dungeon. Because I want to have somewhere where I can run to and sort of heal up, you know, rest and everything. So I want to clear out the beginning as much as possible. Yeah, so Licious, they do a lot of damage. And this area is also filled with traps, and I think this was a fireball trap in this place. That's why it took so much damage. But yeah, as if liches weren't bad enough, this place is also filled with the... Well, I think this, in other games they usually call them beholders or something like that. These are basically the flying guys. And these guys will debuff you as well and cast negative debuffs on you, as was just demonstrated with the sleep spell. And this is the reason why I really dislike this dungeon. So I'm not gonna be doing it, well, I'm gonna say properly. I'm gonna try to speed it up. The Crimson Embers will lead the way. This is the first plaque that you have to go to, and it will, when you read it, it will sort of uncover or cover this lever, which you have to press. Now this is something that you have to do, and I got debuffed And I at least want to have my wizard eye spell and my torchlight up at all times. And now we need to find the large center room of this place. Hey! Yes indeed, Roderick, we did win this very easy fight. I'm gonna stick... ouch. I wanted to say that I'm gonna stick to the wall so I don't get the trap in my face. And as soon as I said that, I got a trap in my face, so yeah. Like, the only thing this dungeon has going for it is the fact that, well, the monsters in this dungeon don't actually dispel your spells. So I did jump and touch the... I just pointed to the screen with my fingers, like, yeah, did you see that one? Yeah, genius. So I just jumped and touched this this red block. This is the Crimson Ember that we were pointed to. Still don't have Master Spirit Magic, so what we're gonna do is we are going to cast Power here with you. We're gonna cast Heroism with you. And we are going to be clearing out this room because I think we're safe from the eyes, pretty much. As I say that, there is one eye there, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. And after we clear out this room a bit, we are going to sort of go ahead and heal ourselves again as I adjust my microphone. But as you can see, I'm not particularly fond of this place. I would say because with good reason. Did I get Town Portal with you yet? I did. No, not enough spell points though. Oh well. And let me Town Portal to New Sorpigal and heal, and then go straight back into the action. So that is the room that will sort of be our... I don't know what I should call it, a staging area or something. So I'm gonna go into turn-based mode, and then I'm gonna Lloyd's Beacon straight back in, so I can sort of have a look at what's happening around. Okay, so it's nothing special. I pretty much cleared out most of it. I want to clear out all of it though, because we're probably going to be returning to this room a few times via Lloyd's Beacon, and I don't want to get, you know, stuck in between all these lovely ogres. And there we go, that's it. We'll just pick up all these things, because there's a fair amount of money in these guys. No items though. But since we have a good perception skill, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these crystals so I can sell them. Yeah, I got insaned. I'm pretty sure that's not the reason, or not the term that I'm supposed to use, but I use it, so yeah. And yeah, because we touched the embers, this place basically opened. And what we are going to do now is we are going to run straight across all of the maddening eyes in this room and everything, and we are going to find the... We're gonna find the door that leads to the place that we need to go to. It's a sort of hidden door. It's on the side of this, I don't know, inside castle thing. And the reason why I'm not fighting the monsters in this place is, well, they're just annoying. They're not particularly difficult. Let me just demonstrate. So I could go into turn-based mode and then just pound them with my ranged spells, but because they have so many debuffs and because they actually have a fair amount of damage to them, or to their attacks, I never clear them. It's just an annoying thing to do, in all honesty. Now I can never exactly remember where I have to go in this place, so I'm going to be sort of strutting around a bit. But I think that I think I need to, yeah. So what I need to do now is, here I am explaining everything. I'm gonna have to jump down there, the area full of liches and maddening eyes. And first I'm gonna have to read this plaque on the wall, so this will turn red, and then I will need to touch that as well. So, I'm gonna Lloyd's Beacon here. I'm gonna heal myself up. I'm not gonna buff myself with the resistance because, you know, I'm gonna get debuffed anyway. And you can see the amount of damage that I get. Okay, got the crystal here. And now, I want to go in here. Ooh, that was dicey spicy. So, what happened now? Because I read the plaque, the blue sort of cube turned red. Now, I didn't touch it as soon as it turned red because I wanted to get the crystal first. That, if you notice, was sort of in a niche. So we got the last crystal, but the reason why I actually touched the plaque and then went through the embers is because we actually have another quest to do here. And the quest involves destroying the Book of Liches on this podium. For a Mr. Terry Ross that lives in Dartmoor. So there we destroyed the Book of Liches. And you have sarcophagi here, you can steal from the dead. And I'm gonna just type yes, because it has, you know, nice items here. These are actually the best boots. The first pair of best boots in the game for us, and I'm gonna actually give it to our sorcerer because plus 20 spell points, kinda good. Again, do be careful about stealing from the dead, because if you steal from the dead when you haven't yet obtained the master rank of your light magic spell, you'll just be basically ruining your reputation, I think. But since I already became the master of Sterling boots, the second best boots, nice. Since I already became the master of light magic, well, I don't have any problems of actually doing that. So I'm gonna switch my stellar bow, even though it has regenerated spell points over time, with the troop crossbow of Infernos. Even though the stellar bow is actually, well, it's much better than the troop crossbow, but a 3 to 18 points of fire damage times 2, because, you know, the master bow skill shoots 2 arrows, is much better than the base damage that this provides. And a mighty broadsword. Nice, we can enchant this. What did we get? 2 to 5 points of electrical damage. No, this is much better. Okay, so new sword pickle and castle iron fist, and I'm gonna go. Wait, did we set a Lloyd's Beacon in the beginning of Castle Dartmoor? It's almost the beginning. Whoa! That was bad. Right, that didn't happen. So, we're not going to be going to this place. Oh, this is much better. So this is nearly the beginning of the dungeon. As I get pounded by all lovely spells. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go have a quick trip to the castle, not the castle, the village of Dartmoor, and then just finish the quest for Mr. Terry Ross, the Spellmaster. There we go. And this is one of the most difficult quests in the game. Like, honestly, if you want to finish clearing out Castle Dartmoor, all the power to you. There are pretty much no chests in there, and if there are, they're probably not worth mentioning. Oh, As I say that, there is actually an interesting room in Castle Dartmoor. So I'm actually gonna return to it for a bit. I think the room is somewhere here. Is this the room that I was talking about? No. Is this the room? No? Now there is there is a freaky room in here, but looting it is actually quite valuable. I'm having a bit of a problem because I aggroed all the monsters in the bottom of this dungeon. Oh no, here's the dungeon. And you can hear the crystal pedestal underneath. And there we go. This is the room that's actually, you know, worth going into. And the reason is these books of learning, not the decks of fate. And these books are actually Armageddon books. And that is the second strongest dark magic spell, and its worth is 7,500. So we're gonna keep 2 books and sell 2. You have 4, so you have 4 people that can learn dark magic. You can actually use all 4 of them. I'm actually gonna just keep 2 because I only have 1 sorcerer and 1 cleric. Should I use the deck of fate? 1 magic permanent, oh good. He got stoned. So the effect of the deck of fate is always the same, but it always depends on the date that you are in. It depends on the month and day, I think. And this time we got, well, I'm gonna say we got quite lucky because resistances are always a good thing to get. So we've got kind of lucky with what we got, so I just used it on my paladin. But that pretty much wraps up Castle Dartmoor. Now, if you want to go and finish it, you know, go right ahead. But as you saw, the last room of Castle Dartmoor that's filled with maddening eyes and liches and everything, that is such a nasty place to try and finish, and I never finished it because it's just annoying to do so. That pretty much means we finished all the crystals, and now we get another feisty little quest. I'm Million, Guardian of Enroth. Thank you for replacing my memory modules. Blah 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 blah. But this is quite an interesting little discussion you have with this guy. So we need to get the control cube from a vessel. In the planetary control center beneath me are the weapons and armor you will need to survive battle. Now, it's really interesting because suddenly, you know, like you're in this medieval fantasy setting, and then he starts talking about, I don't know, some kind of planetary control center, but you need a control cube, which is found somewhere underground in Dragon's Hand. And I say this with much enthusiasm, because that is another dungeon that I absolutely hate. And we're not going to be clearing out that one as well. So I don't know, I think that right now we're at a point where we have to do some serious buffing up if we want to, you know, do the dungeon fairly painlessly. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, no, not telekinesis, I'm looking for cure insanity, and then cure weakness. Now we do have 5 levels to train, and I still haven't suicided my my characters. I guess they're fairly close, so maybe I'm not going to be suiciding them. But the thing is, we're at a point where we actually start of sort of running out of money. Also, I have to be a member here. I'm gonna just grab the dark magic skill so I can eat the spell books. Dark Guild membership, there we go. So I'm gonna learn dark magic. And I think I'm gonna just rest and hope I get the buffing spells for light magic. I do have a light magic master at rank 12, so hopefully I am going to get Day of the Gods and Hour of Power in this place. So Paralyzed Sunray, Slow, Destroy Undead, Prismatic Light, Day of the Gods, there we go. So okay, I got Day of Gods, but I didn't get Hour of Power, which is the one that I really wanted to get. I don't think I'll be taking the other spells. Second most devastating spell in Enroth. 10 to 12 points of 10 to 20 points of damage, but it can only be used outdoors and during the day. And it costs 56 spell points. Well, there's a reason why I don't spam light magic spells, because they're just way too pricey. I do spam a certain dark magic spell though, but we are going to be focusing on that later. Now I have Day of the Gods now, and this is going to be my primary buffing spell at the moment. Let me just see. So first I need to develop air magic, then I'm gonna go for dark magic straight with you. You already have light magic, so I'm gonna finish... No, I'm not gonna finish spirit magic. I'm gonna go straight to dark magic after I put one more point in merchant, and I need to put 3 points into repair item with him. Yeah, sorry, I'm just using this time to discuss what I'm going to be doing next with myself. I'm discussing it with myself. So guys, here's the plan. We are actually going to be going on a bit of a grind fest in the next episode, because we need to get a bit more money so we can train our party 5 levels, because it's starting to get really pricey. And after we do that, we're going to be dumping our points into dark magic with both my my archmage and my cleric. The reason why is, well, I'm just gonna show you actually. I'm just gonna have to sleep or rest until the Guild of Dark opens. Now hopefully, yeah, they have 2 copies of sharp metal. Now let me see if they have the last buffing spells. No, they don't. Now sharp metal is the reason that the dark magic school, or whatever you want to call it, is the most damaging spell school in the game. Armageddon is also nice. Armageddon basically deals 50 plus 1 point of damage per dark magic skill to everybody on the map, including your characters, and it can be cast 3 times a day. So if you cast it 3 times a day with, let's say, 2 of my characters, that is about 300 points of damage to everybody on the map. And while that may sound good, and it does enable you to clear some of the lesser maps fairly easily, it won't be strong enough to enable me to kill everybody on the stronger maps, I think. Now, whenever I'm running a cleric, sorcerer setup, I do abuse it on some of the higher maps, and it sort of enables me to get a nice amount of experience and a nice amount of gold, or access to chests, much easier than I normally would have. But Armageddon is not the thing that I really like about dark magic. Now, the thing that I really like about dark magic is sharp metal, and just by looking at it, you can see that it's actually a fairly low tier spell. I mean, it is dark magic and it casts a lot of spell points, as we will see, but it's only a tier 4 spell. Now, why do I like it? Well, the reason why I like it is not because it costs 50 spell points, but it actually works the same way as Fire Blast does, but it deals more damage. It deals basically twice the amount of damage that Fire Blast deals, so it's basically the best shotgun spell in the game. And another reason why Sharp Metal is so valuable is because I think the only monsters that are actually immune to dark magic are the undead. And the undead aren't actually the strongest monsters in the game. So you can use Sharp Metal against pretty much all the highest mobs in the game. That is including dragons, titans, hydras. I'm not sure about the devils. Devils could actually be immune to dark magic. And you can also use it against, well, the Guardians of Varn that you will see when we will be doing the Tomb of Varn, when we will be getting the control cube. But anyway, guys, this has been, well, a very productive episode actually. We didn't clear out the dungeons because, well, they aren't. We wouldn't have gotten much from them, so I don't feel bad about basically skipping them. I did show you how to get them. Well, at least I did show you how I get them in a fashion that is a bit easier than, you know, the legit way, I want to say. But yeah, we have a plan now. Next episode, we're probably going to be starting to grind our way into, well, or towards more power. Because what we really need is Dark Magic Mastery and a fair amount of skill points in it. So we need money, we need experience, and we are going to do that starting next episode. As I get a bit tongue-tied there. It's really hard thinking and talking at the same time. I know that sounds weird, but you know it is. Because I'm just saying random things that take absolutely no brain power to think of, but you know, actually saying something productive, it takes effort and brain power. Brain power which I do not have because I'm a man, so haha. Anyway, guys, this has been well, it's not even a short episode. Guys, this has been an episode. I hope you liked and enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Also leave a comment if you have any questions. I've been Chrysantheme, and I'll see you here next time. Bye bye!